Welcome to this Google Webmaster Tools tutorial. This is going to focus on search traffic, which is located here on the left, and then go through the 6 sidebars of it, looking at what it means for your website and how you can improve it. So the first one, without further ado, is Search Analytics. So when you click on that, you can change the time for, we recommend the last 90 days. What this shows you is the number of clicks to your website, and then very usefully it shows you exactly the keywords which brought people to it. Now what we find is that with Google Analytics you don't get this kind of clarity anymore. For some reason, even with Universal Analytics, it's just not showing it. There's a lot of sort of not provided for keywords. So Google Webmasters really is your best guide now, as far as we know, for the Google Analytics type tool. So what we can see here is the number of clicks per day on our website. This may look quite low because obviously in the weekend, no one's searching for web design or whatever. But at the same time, a lot of our traffic comes through from all of our other actual client sites because we have a footer on them. People find us through listings. People find us through online marketing. So it's not actually, this is strictly search. So what you can see here, if you can see the number of clicks, it's peaked on that day, on the 12th of July, for whatever reason. Anyway, and then the next thing we can do, if you just want to learn this, is to click on impressions. So what that shows you is the number of times your website was showed in the search results. That's not, that's not where it was just shown on page 8 and no one ever clicked on page 8. This is actually when somebody saw your thing, I saw your listing, saw your page, but didn't actually click on it. So what that will then show you is the click-through rate, and it's normally less than 1%. So in this case it's 0.65%. And while this graph is looking a bit funky, you can see that with the position, if I just make that last. So what we can see for Web Design Sydney, our average position was 6.6. Now what that means is that if someone typed in Web Design Sydney, then we were sort of 6th or 7th on the page. That has rapidly improved since then. That's just an average of the last 90 days. And then Website Design Sydney, once again, also as well. So we can see that for everybody who found us, or sorry, for everybody who landed on that page and 1% clicked on it, which is quite low for page 1, because normally people will go through and see a few more, but anyway, that's what the data shows us. So web design, it shows us on sort of position 37, small business web designs, so number 13, small business web design number 14. It's strange because we actually ranked first for that, so I'm not entirely sure where that comes from, but that's fine. This is just a general overview of what the keywords are, and sort of, it goes all the way back. So people type in sort of Zoho versus Google Apps, we've got some data on that, so they've found us. So high click-through rate on that one. So what you can actually do is download this report and search it sort of by click-through rates, and then it just basically comes up everything, royalty-free images. Basically, it goes down to sort of every keyword. But in terms of your SEO and your optimization plans, you kind of want to focus on where the big traffic is, and just make sure those are stronger. So without further ado, that is pretty much an overview for the search analytics. And you can go from countries, and if you do it from Australia, it should be most of the clicks. Okay, some from India, some from the US. We're optimized primarily in Australia, so whilst you're always going to get people finding you, and we've had inquiries from all around the world for like, oh, I'm moving to Australia, or oh, I'm in Australia, oh, I'm on holiday right now, but my company needs a website updated or whatever. So you do get sort of traffic from around the world. But once I say, the traffic, all the information is so much clearer when it's from Google Webmasters and not from Google Analytics. So you can see that most of your clicks come from the desktop. That's kind of to be expected because a lot of people in small businesses actually look from their desktop. So that's basically that. You can drive further down here. So no filter, compare queries. So web design Sydney versus web design, and you can see that 220 people look for web design versus we got 220 clicks for that and 39 for web design, and you can just see it sort of over time. This is much better if you have larger data for a lot more sort of valuable keywords and a lot more comparison ones. Anyway, that's the overview. So if we go next to links on your site, that'll be the next video there. So we'll do that in the next section. Thanks for watching,